Now we're going to be going under the car. Now behind this wheel hub right here, you're going to see this little bracket. It's held on by 2 screws, one on this side, one on the other side. You're going to need a 1/4 inch socket wrench and a 1/4 inch 5/16 socket. And you're just going to put it on there and get to taking it off. Once you loosen it up enough, you can just get it with your hand and just twist out the rest of it. Now that we have unscrewed that, we could just bend this back and out of the way, because when you're doing both sides, it's just going to drop down. You're going to want to do both sides. Do one side and then do the other side when you're taking off this bracket piece that we about to take off, because this rod going to drop down. You're going to need a 15 1/2 inch socket with a 1/2 inch socket wrench. This bottom bolt and this top bolt, that's what the socket is going to take off. And you're going to do this side and you're going to do the left side, because then it's going to drop this rod down, like I said, and it'll give you easier clearance to put on the new bushing. Now, the bushing we have is like a lot bigger than the one. Well, it's not a lot bigger. It's bigger than the one that is on there right now. But I just want to let y'all know. So this open slip part right here that you see, you want this part to be facing the front of the car. Now, it doesn't really matter for this particular car, because it's like under. The bushing going to be under the car. So you ain't really got to worry about no water getting into it. With other, like with a van or something, the bushing would be closer to the front. And if you have that open slit facing to the rear of the car or to the bottom, there's chance for the water to get in it and it'll wear out, and you'll just have to buy one again. So it doesn't really matter with this, but I still took this slit and had it facing forward to the front of the car when putting it on the rail. Now, on the opposite side of this bushing, like when you spinning it around, it's going to look the exact same with the rib parts on the side, except there will be no slit. You want the no slit part to be facing you, to be facing the rear, really, because the bracket is going to go on that part. The bracket won't be able to fit on top of that ribbed part. So you want to make sure you get it on the flat part, because on the opposite side, instead of a slit, it'll just be a flat kind of surface, allowing the bracket to go on to fit on it and just be able to tighten on to. Now, I want y'all to notice how when I go to move this, it don't have much wiggle room. It's because the other side ain't done. Now, look, I had my papa on the other side, so he helped me out. I ain't had to just get up and go on the other side to do it. So once you release it, you're going to see how it just kind of falls down. You got a lot more playroom with it, a lot more wiggle room to deal with. That bracket, you want to pay attention to how you took it off, because you're going to put it on the same exact way. I don't remember if the screws were different, if they had the top screw and bottom screw. But, just pay attention when you're doing it. But you'll figure it out once you come to that part.
There you go. Yeah, you can just push that piece all the way back if you can. Yeah, I got a whole lot more room. There you go.
And you don't have to force it open and put it on in the correct spot. You could just force it open, put it on however you like. You will be able to twist it and turn it, as you will see that I'm about to do right now. Now you're gonna start the screws with your hand.
Slipping on.
Both the top and bottom screws, you want to start those with your hand. This won't be easy, especially since the bushing is bigger than the one that was originally on there. It works and it fits and it works good. I didn't test drove this since then. It's been riding good, no noises or any of that. But it will be hard to get it on there, keep it in place, tighten it down. It's gonna take. You're gonna have to force it a little bit. You're gonna have to put some pressure, force some pressure, and apply it on there. Another thing, don't just like tighten one side and then go to the other. Kind of just do a couple turns on the top, a couple turns on the bottom, a couple turns on the top, a couple turns on the bottom, so it could just evenly match and then just make it easier for you. Now you can flip that other little flimsy bracket thing back and screw that. But back to these two bolts, you just want to pay attention and make sure they're just flush. And once you see that they're flush, give it a quarter of a turn or like just half of a turn just to make sure it's tight. And you don't want to tighten it any further than that because you can over tighten it, you can strip the bolt and all that good stuff. Same thing with these little flimsy brackets. Once you see that it's flush and it's a little tough to turn, just give it another just quarter turn, half a turn. You ain't gotta just keep tighten it. It's all good. This is the part of the video